I'm gonna try to run both of them, both the heated grips and the phone charger in the same hose, so that I can get things nice and neat, so that I can get away from free running cables. I wonder what this is. What is that? Where does it go? I have no idea. It just disappears. It goes up there somewhere. You can feel it run along this stem, but then I can't see it. Can you see it? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Oh, okay, that's the reverse light. Why is that? How is that? Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess. So I am going to, since I don't have a holder for my phone, I'm going to pause here and I'll be right back with an update. Yeah, I've disconnected the heated grips in my beard. This is the heated grips. I am going to run that through. Oh, I wonder if I can disconnect that pin. It looks maybe. Is that just a spade? If it is, I'm lucky. If not, damn. Well, I'm gonna, at least I'm gonna thread through so that I get the heated grips and the fuse down there. I know it's sort of out of reach, but at least I can release some tension. Okay, the battery just almost died. Some of the pressure on those pins and sort of divide it, equalize it across the pins. And since now I have access to 6 pins, although I only have 5 nuts, and I removed the nut that was closest to the battery connector. That way I got a lot more threads available on the negative side. I'm not sure, let me get a light. I am not sure whether or not there is lumens. If there is a nut on the positive as well, is there? Yeah, maybe. It looks like there is a nut there. And if so, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove that nut to get more space. Although there is more threads available now, I'm still going to remove that nut and use that nut, or I might as well just use this nut. Focus. That was on the negative, and use that on that pin. See, when I loosened it, I was able to move the cables down a bit to get a better access, because the winch attachment was basically going at well, a 45-degree angle, and was blocking that pin, so I couldn't even access the nut on it, or I couldn't thread a nut on it. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's next. Feed this through and see if this is a spade and I can remove it. I'm gonna feed this through the hose, which I somehow now have misplaced. Oh, there it is behind me. See if I can feed that loop, that eye connector, ring connector, if I can feed that through the hose to get everything nice and neat and collected down to the lower junction point. It's starting to get messy because there's well, too much crap going on. Clean that up a bit. Yeah, that's next. To be continued. Okay, full update. I believe I had to admit defeat on the original plan, or temporary defeat rather, on the original plan to put the cables or cables, good enough, in the tubing, or the, I'm so tired, can't find the words. Well, in this hose type thing, because I didn't have the energy to find a needle, or, well, I have these hooks, pointy hooks. I didn't have the energy to go find one that could fit into the fuse socket in these ones, because even though they look like shoes, it's actually a small feather in there that locks it into place. So I temporarily admitted defeat on that, so I'm just going to zip tie these up, and I make a small nice bundle up there with beneath the pod. But now I've moved the big spenders, the charger and the heated grips are now down here, which freed up a lot of space, and I've moved the positive to the next pin over, to the clean pin. I don't think the damage was as bad as I initially thought on the third pin. Oh, lost you there for a second. Yeah, there is a bit of rust. The original nut has been lost. You can see where the feather was connected. I used the other one that there was actually a nut further in to lock the battery positive into place. I removed that, so now I got more space, and I think that's good enough. Well, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna reassemble everything, zip tie those cables down, and then I'm gonna call it. I'm tired. This is the downside of what I have to go through. This foot gets extremely tired, and also while plowing, realized I was using the wrong socks. So that foot was cold when I got home, and I really don't have that much circulation in that foot to begin with. So I was a bit worried, but family helped out, got helped me get temperature back into the foot so that circulation started again. And now I'm good, but I'm tired because I get tired of walking around. The Crocs help, but they're not the best. My prosthetic foot is hopefully on its way back from Germany so that I can continue with regular life because it helps. I will show it to you when it gets here in a couple of videos, perhaps, hopefully. Until then, bye for now.